We're coming towards the end of the largest arts festival in the world. I'm very sad. It's Saturday. But we've got a fantastic live studio audience here. Round of applause for the studio audience. Beautiful. They've had a drink. It's lunchtime. Who can blame them? Now, we've got please keep tweeting in as well. Don't forget your question about John Logie Baird and when he introduced the first live television system. Keep tweeting your answers in at edfest_live, everybody. Now, we'd love to hear from you. We've got a wonderful guest coming up next. He's an absolute comedy legend. Please, can you welcome to the stage the inimitable Norman Lovett, everybody. Norman Lovett. If you weren't a comic, what do you think you would have? What was your other sort of ambition, or what would you have been? What was your other strength?
I think an inventor. I would have invented things.
Anything in particular?
Well, there's an invention. It's not so much an invention; it's a method of trying to, if you're overweight...
How dare you? Carry on, please.
I'm just saying to make it so that your tongue is the first thing to put on weight. And then you won't be able to eat anymore until your weight goes down. It keeps control of your weight. So that's an idea I've had.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's much better than the television set, to be honest.
Yep.
So when you're eating, you kind of go...
Yes, I'm sorry I can't speak. I'm waiting for my weight to drop a bit.
My tongue's fat.
Yeah.
Fat tongue.
So that would be good.
That would be good. Right, should we patent that? I think we should. Yeah.
Another one idea I had was to halve the pull of gravity.
Right.
So you'd
just be half off?
Yeah, you'd just sort of bounce along. We'd all walk along quite happily, and things wouldn't sag as much and all that. So lots of positives.
Lots of positives.
Yeah.
Just to halve the effect of gravity.
Yeah.
That's let's do that as well. I want to live in your world.
That's just the tip of the iceberg.
The tip of the iceberg.
There's plenty more.
And think about what you could do with icebergs as well. Well, that's also the tip of something else.
Tip of the world.
Tip of the world.
Top of the world.
Top of the world. I want to live in your...
And the bottom of the world.
And the bottom.
It's not the bottom of the world, though, is it? The world's not even round, is it?
No.
It's not round.
No. It's not.
It's sort of like that.
Oh, is it like an ellipse?
Yeah, that's like that.
Like a Nurofen capsule.
Take no notice.
I haven't even asked you a question.
When you see the globe, forget it. When you see globes, don't forget. That's not the world.
Right. Now, the world. I want to. Your next show should be the world according to Norman Lovett, shouldn't it? And then your poster could just be that shape.
I haven't had a poster.
You haven't got whatever. How do you advertise your show? In fact, what is your show this year? What are you doing in Edinburgh?
It's called The Entertaining Moaner.
The Entertaining Moaner.
Because someone said that about me once, and my daughter was in the audience, and someone said that you were an entertaining moaner.
Yeah.
So I used that as a title.
Yeah.
And someone also said he's accidentally funny, so I might use accidentally funny for whatever I pick up.
That's quite a good catch-all, because then if you're not funny, then it's an accident, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. This is kind of like a film. We've gone into a different realm of my brain. Now, how long have you been... Well, we talked about this earlier, actually, been doing stand-up. I mean, doing comedy all in all.
I started when I was 32.
Yeah.
Started quite late. I had proper jobs and stuff, so I know how to change a fuse and all that stuff, whereas a lot of performers come straight from university. They don't even know where a screwdriver is, do they? Don't even know.
No.
Done nothing,
They don't nothing with their lives.
They've learned they've got the subjects and all the qualifications, but
actually not very practical.
There's more to life than that,
There is, indeed. And what would you... How has comedy changed? We were talking earlier about why does the world need more comics at the moment?
Well, I think there's more comics in the world because the world is crap. We're hearing bad news all the time, aren't we? We're just worried about it. And I think that's why there's more comics, because you need to go along and they make you laugh, hopefully. Well, I do, but I mean, a lot of them make you laugh, and that's good.
Yeah.
But it is quite there's more comics now than I think there's ever been.
Yeah.
Even when it all started in the music hall days.
Yeah.
I don't know how many were there. Well, there were less people, weren't there?
Less
and
people.
they didn't live for long, and they're quite small as well. So it all changes.
So it all changes.
Everything changes.
Yeah.
We're living longer now.
Yes.
50% of today's teenagers will live beyond 100 whether they want to or not.
Very true. Very true.
I'm not sure. I don't want to go that far, really.
No. Well, you don't want to go as far as 100?
I'd like to say another 20 years, say get to 90 perhaps, and just die. And die in my sleep as well, yeah.
Just
what
nice.
Does that mean? Why are you doing that?
He's doing his...
Is it a dance? Yeah.
It's a little dance. He's just come back from raving in town earlier.
Right, wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Yeah. But it's so...
You don't wrap things like that anyway.
Well, it's better than this. So it's always fascinating to talk to you. I love talking to you. You've just got such a great mind. Now, tell the audience about your show. Plug it, where it is,
There's
and
no
where they
point
can
in
come.
Plugging it.
Why
Only holds
not?
55, and it's
only holds 55.
It's been full all the time. So if you come along, you probably won't get in. So
that's an anti-plug, everyone.
I'm on at 6 o'clock at the Dragonfly.
6 o'clock, and it's the entertaining Mona.
Westport. It's just called Westport, the little next to the grass market.
Dragonfly.
The entertaining Mona, yeah. And we've got 2 more shows to do, but as I said, there won't be any room. You could turn up.
He might just crowbar you in. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, Norman. Thank you so much, and let's get that fat tongue idea patented. Brilliant. Norman Lovett, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our producer spotted this man flying outside the Brooks bar, place where all the... He's on. He's already come on. Please welcome Teo Aluko, everybody. Teo Aluko. Have I got that right?
Teo Aluko.
Teo Aluko. Teo Aluko. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And your show, I'm reading here, because I've just been handed the card, is called Just an Ordinary Lawyer. Is that right?
That's correct,
And
yes.
that's good. We've got the title right.
Yes.
So what's it about, Teo?
It's based on the life of a Nigerian man who came to England, who went to England in 1945 to train as a barrister. Ended up becoming Britain's first black judge.
Right.
He also was very interested in cricket. And was a singer, which I am.
Wow.
And so I use his life story to look at black liberation struggles worldwide.
My goodness, that's a big subject. And
It is,
singing,
yes.
You said he was a singer, and you're a singer as well.
That's right.
And so, is singing part of the show?
It is. It's it is a play with songs.
Right.
Yes.
Wow, amazing. And so politics obviously influences the storytelling. So when did you get the idea for this? Was it something you came across when you were reading a book or newspaper?
No, I have a friend in Liverpool who is the nephew of the gentleman whose life story I tell, and he always used to tell me that his uncle sang. And I found out a little bit about him, but thought that his life story on its own wasn't really that interesting compared to the story that I had been telling for a few years before, that of Paul Robeson, another
wonderful, yes.
singer.
I know, well, yeah.
But Paul Robeson is different because he was very, very political and did not divorce his art from his politics.
Right.
My character, Tunji Showande, was a lawyer, he was a singer, but from what I could gather, he wasn't that involved in politics.
Right.
But
he wasn't an activist.
Correct.
Yeah.
But then I found out about the story of Basil d'Oliveira, who was...
Basil d'Oliveira.
That's right, who was a man born in South Africa who, because of the color of his skin, couldn't play first-class cricket. And then he came to England, played cricket for England, and then starting to... his life story actually started the sporting boycott of South Africa. So I tell that story through the eyes of Tunji Shewande.
Right, through this man that you play, the judge.
That's right.
Fantastic. So it's lots of wonderful facts and stories like interwoven. So what's the if there is a message from your show, what would you like the audience to take away from it?
I look at it as telling stories of Africa, letting people know that the views of Africa and Africans that people have today is due really to a lot of ignorance. There are a lot of facts that people don't know about why Africa is the way it is today, partly because of British Empire. Yeah. And I tell stories of anti-colonial struggles. And that's the message, that people have always protested, and that protest is definitely needed today.
Yes, for sure. Now, what's next after the Fringe? What's coming up for you? Are you touring it?
I am touring it. I'm touring my other play called Mr. Robeson. I go to Ashland, Oregon, in America, in about 10 days' time. And then back in Liverpool, in England, in October, I tour both plays.
Fantastic. So can you plug the show to the studio audience?
Yes, it's called Just an Ordinary Lawyer. It's on at Spotlights, which is just down the road on George Street. Next show and final show is tomorrow, Sunday. Today is Call Mr. Robeson, which I'm afraid is sold out.
Woo, Miss Rose sold out. Please look out, and thank you so much for the wonderful Teo Aluko, everyone. Thank you so much, Teo.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you. Absolute pleasure to meet you.